As a young child, my father always said, enjoy being a kid, you grow up fast. And he was right, we did grow up fast. Except for the moments my father didn't know about.
You have become a huge activist. Are people shocked when they hear this story?
They are.
I was going through so much self-destructive behavior.
I understand that you demanded an apology from your abuser.
When I was 6 years old, I went to my very first overnight. I was there with my best friend, and I woke up to the uncle of hers sexually abusing me and telling me to keep it a secret. I wish I could tell my mom, but he's gonna kill my family. He's gonna burn the house down. The only education I got came from the monster, and that's why I stayed silent. He locked me in his bedroom tonight and begging him to stop. God, please help me. Please make him stop. In some scary movie that won't end, but I don't know who to tell. They don't teach you that in school.
We don't talk about it in our society. And that's why I went after a law in the state of Illinois and just recently got it passed. And it's called Erin's Law.
As adults, we often don't see the world through the eyes of a child. Children are taught to trust adults, and often the perpetrators of abuse are trusted adults.
It literally can be anybody.
My daughter was molested by a family member.
I never thought a child could be in danger in the same room with their friends.
People still believe that sexual abuse of a child only happens in certain communities or certain social economic backgrounds or certain religions. They're not facing the true statistics.
1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys are sexually abused before the age of 18.
But think about the percentage of people that never report it. That means the numbers are probably horrifyingly high.
I remember hugging her on the couch, and she told me I knew what to do because of Erin's Law.
Erin's Law requires teaching kids personal body safety. Safe and unsafe touch, safe and unsafe secrets. This is not your fault. You will be believed.
She told somebody what happened within 24 hours. That's just unheard of.
That's the one thing we can get back from our abusers, is our voice. Don't keep this a secret. I was doubted so much as a teenager. I had encephalitis of the brain. The neurologist said one of her greatest challenges should be speaking. And that's one of her greatest talents. He says, you're a walking medical miracle.
My next guest started a crusade to keep children safe.
Erin's Law establishes an age-appropriate course of instruction in schools that would encourage victims to speak out.
I was told this will never be taught in schools.
Whenever you do anything from an education standpoint, a mandate, people really have a tough time with that.
We're bringing forward House Bill 105 for its 3rd hearing.
People say it's an unfunded mandate. I'm solving that with the Erin's Law Foundation, providing the free curriculum, so it comes at no cost to any school.
Ladies and gentlemen, Erin Murren, Glamour Woman of the Year.
I have the privilege of having a front row seat on the roller coaster ride.
It's already been passed by 2 states.
I have 4 states that have passed it.
It's been passed in 5 states. Predators, they don't stop after one victim. My 11-year-old sister came to me with the same secret.
It's been passed in 7 other states.
I'm putting a stop to this.
It's cool that I get to hear about my mom in school. It means a lot to me.
It's already a law in 12 states.
I really can't put into words how proud I am.
He's my biggest supporter.
Help me in my crusade to pass this law nationally.
19 states have passed it. Passed in 28 states.
In 33 states.
In 36
37 states and counting.
The bill has died in New York's legislature every year before a vote could even take place.
If you want to get something done, go to the media.
Erin's Law.
Daily News of New York City front page. That's what it took to get Governor Cuomo to sign it. He signed it a day later. The first year Erin's Law was taught in New York, one of the most explosive stories came as a result of this law.
The Rochester area school principal has been charged with sexually abusing 9 students in a case prosecutors say goes back years.
There could be more victims out there.
When it went to trial, 26 boys took the stand against this man.
This guy, we dropped our children off to this guy every day. An educational program likely resulted in people coming forward.
If it weren't for Erin's Law, my son would have continued to be abused. It took 8 years to pass. Kirk Ashton could have been stopped long ago. If I had one thing to say to legislators, I would say, what are we waiting for?
It's time to put these sex offenders out of business. 12 states are still pending. Arizona,
If I was never taught Erin's Law, I would have kept it to myself.
Florida,
If you can get a kid to speak up now,
Hawaii,
their whole life can change for the better.
Idaho.
What do you say to someone who says 6 years old is too young to talk about sex?
Kansas, this is not sex education.
What is wrong with them?
Kentucky,
There is a correlation with childhood trauma and chronic pain,
Iowa, South Dakota, Massachusetts,
PTSD, insomnia,
Billions of dollars every year go into the cost of dealing with childhood trauma.
Nebraska,
digestive problems, headaches.
North Carolina.
We need to create a world where predators are too afraid to do anything because they know the person's going to say something.
Hypervigilance.
I'm gonna bring you the proof why I never gave up.
Finally, Wisconsin.
Do you think someday this will be a nationwide law?
Oh, believe me, it will.
I'll never forget my mom picking me up the next day and knowing I wish I could tell my mom, but he's gonna kill my family. This is what drives me. Why I'm out there driving 7 hours pregnant to Nebraska. Nothing stopping this mama.
Are we gonna convince these legislators to pass my law?
Every sex offender in this world should be afraid of me. So my last breath on this earth, I'm gonna be fighting to protect kids. And then I'm taking it international.